Hello, Divine Women. Lucy Shah Jahan with you. Welcome to those of you who have just joined this community. You're in the right place if you want to really come into your heart and attract in your soulmate. And just to be really, really clear, I don't give band-aids out in this community because it's not powerful. If you haven't already watched my masterclass, I highly recommend for you to go and watch it, maybe even a couple of times. It's free and the link is in this community. What I do in this community though is I thought provoke. I get you thinking differently and I start to really speak into the topics where the real pain is underneath, because there's plenty of fluff out there. We can just talk about like affirmations and unicorns and all this good stuff, but it's not going to change anything. So I like to get to the heart of what's really going on. Why are you not in this soulmate relationship? Why are you not living the most epic lit up life? Because there really is no good reason. Many of you, like I used to be, are caught up in this struggle mindset that somehow you're buying into this story that love is hard and that life is hard. And for as long as you're entangled in this story, you're going to be absolutely 100% right. And life is going to keep showing you through circumstances and through people and events that it is hard, because that's what you're looking for. So I just want to take a hot second to actually have a bit of a brag. It's something that I encourage in my teachings, and I want to shine the spotlight on the amazing women that I get to work with, right? I had a couple of weeks, like 2 weeks ago, I had one of my girls who's in Soul to Soul right now. She sent me a personal email and she said, Lucy, I can't quite put into words the activations that are happening to me right now. I was on the brink of getting on these really heavy antidepressants because I couldn't take it anymore. I'm not where I want to be, and I had basically given up. And she said, I really didn't think it was possible to shift 34 years of conditioning. She said, I've tried everything and I'd basically given up. And so she said, the fact that I'm not even finished the program yet and I'm experiencing a different version of myself already, I'm feeling excited about the future. I can feel my worthiness. She's like, this has exceeded my wildest expectations and I can't thank you enough. And the reason I'm sharing that with you, of course, it's a delight to receive that. But what I want to acknowledge is this woman's spirit. She watched the masterclass. Hey, gorgeous Karina. She watched the masterclass. She booked a call, and then it came down to a very important decision. A big part of her wanted to wriggle out, but she felt the heart of the conversation. And I encouraged her to listen to that part of herself. And she said, I've been listening to that part of myself ever since you and I chatted, and it's setting me up for success. It's very, very tempting when we come to big decisions, right? When we're out of our comfort zone, to do what we've always done and to run back to, I just need to think about it, or how do I know this is going to work for me, or, whatever. But the women that I can tell you that I attract, like Karina Brooke, who's watching, they are done with hitting their head against the same brick wall. They are done with attracting in mediocrity, and they know that there's got to be a better way. And they're ready to fight for themselves. They're ready to get to that dream, and they will not let anything stop them. Because I've had people say to me, well, I'm not in a 6-figure job, so I can't do your program. I was like, it's utter bullshit. I'm not here looking for the elite to help. I'm here putting my hand out to help the committed, the women that won't go one more day without the right support. I had another girl who's just joined this week, beautiful girl from the UK. And she's so, so adorable. And it got to her really, that moment of, is she going to choose herself and really get the right support, because it was deeply resonating. And she just said, Lucy, I really want to do this, but I'm just so terrified. Just say it doesn't work for me. And I said, well, darling, when we get really clear about what you've tried, you've been dabbling with your love life. You've been dabbling with trying to help yourself. You think that listening to a podcast or meditating or going to a few live events is going to change 30 years of conditioning? It's not. You've not had skin in the game. The stakes aren't high. And now you're at a place where you have an opportunity to say to the universe, I am worth this. I deserve the best support, and I am worth investing in. Because the real question I want to ask you today is, how do you expect an amazing man to come into your life, to invest in you, to prioritize you, to be authentic and to be whole and to really support you in a way that's really, really creme de la creme, if you're not doing that for yourself first? it's ludicrousy. And that used to be me. I was out there like with my vision boards and doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, expecting the world. Yet when I started to actually put the spotlight on me, I was like, hey, gorgeous Charlotte, I was like, I'm full of shit. I'm asking for this amazing relationship, yet how I'm showing up in my life is nothing short of mediocre. I was hiding behind drinking too much. I wasn't walking the walk. I was reeling out all these affirmations and, seemingly looking like I was doing the work, but I wasn't opening my heart. Oh God, no. I'd locked up my heart and thrown the key away a long time ago. So I was doing a version of self-development very cerebrally with no skin in the game, yet I was expecting the world. And when I got that was a really game-changing moment for me. I was like, fuck, Lucy, you're not authentic at all. You are not in your heart. You are not emotionally connected. You are not vulnerable. How in God's name do you think that you're suddenly just going to call that in? And for those of you that get the law of attraction, we truly do attract who we are. So if you're not willing to pull out the big guns and to invest in yourself, to get the best support, to get you out of these limiting behaviors, out of these repetitive scenarios where love doesn't work for you, how are you sitting there expecting your life to change? Truly. Because anything that's worth having is worth working for. It's worth investing in. Just like you've gone to university, right? You found a way, you got resourceful. Yet when it comes to our own life, we often don't see it like that. So this is an invitation to really get out of your head and to actually look at, you know what? If you don't want to be in the same place this time next year, then you're going to have to step the F up. And I mean like really get out of your comfort zone. Really step into active faith and listen to your heart and make a decision from there. Because many of you in here are fully trying to do relationships in your head and wondering why you're not getting a different result. And it's like you're too smart for your own good. You're approaching relationships the way that you're approaching your career. And it's actually happening in a lot of other areas as well. There's this element of scarcity that's in the space as well. It's like, oh, I don't want to get into debt because, I've just got myself into a really good place. Investing in yourself is not debt. Investing in yourself is what people that are up to big things do because they know that that's the only way they're going to actually get to the good stuff. So I really invite you to get out of this lack consciousness, to get out of the excuses, to get out of the bullshit story of things not working for you and actually taking a leap of faith to back yourself, to get out of your comfort zone and to invest in the most important person that happens to be watching this live right now. And that's you. Because if you don't see yourself as worth investing in, that's going to be mirrored back to you with the emotionally unavailable men that you keep attracting. It's just quantum physics. So, really it's about saying enough is enough. If you want the creme de la creme relationship, then you've got to actually give that to yourself first. And you've got to cultivate a soulmate relationship with you.